Alright guys, welcome to another earth-shattering edition of the Ape Show. First of all, I apologize if you're watching the video for the contrast on my camera here in the corner. I know it's pretty bad. I just have a cheap camera. It is what it is. Anyway, it's been a while since I've done an episode of the Ape Show. I kind of wanted to show you some of the projects I'm working on that'll be coming out at the beginning of this year here, 2021. So let's take a look at what I got going on. So here's the biggest project I've been working on. It's My Colony 2. It's not even in beta yet. It's kind of an alpha. I did a couple of informational podcasts about this over on the My Colony podcast, which you can check out. But here I just kind of want to show you where the game is right now, kind of what you can do so far, which is not much. But it'll be fun to take a look at. And just if you're wondering, I plan for My Colony 2 to be released probably at least in a beta form that you can actually play online and do something sometime this spring, April maybe. So let's just kind of take a look at how it is right now. I'm going to go to play game, start a new world. My Colony 2 is a multiplayer game. If your friends are online, you'll be able to see them here. Public servers will show other games that are public and joinable. The world sizes in My Colony 2 are infinite, unlike in the original My Colony. And multiple players can play on the same map. So you can join another person's world and more than one person can build on the same map. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new world. Lunar's fine. Default settings are all fine. We'll go to create. And we generate a world here. My Colony 2 is in 3D, unlike the original, so I can zoom in here, pan around, look at the world, zoom out. Can select my lander, move it to where I want to go. We can land. I can name my town. Here we got my rover. I can select build in the corner here. And let's put up some power plants. Solar panels. And there goes my little rover building. Here's a greenhouse. And none of these buildings really do anything yet. As I said, this game is still in really early stages. A water pump. All these models are made using voxel paint by Ape Apps. And here we got a little colonist walking around. A lot of the mechanics are going to be similar to the original, but a lot are going to be different. But you can kind of see what the game looks like so far. As you can see, there's not much to play yet. It's just fiddling around at this point. There's a lot of work left to do in My Colony 2. As I said, there will probably be some kind of playable beta by April, which will be on my website that anyone will be able to play. I'll post a link when that time comes. The other cool thing about My Colony 2 is it's 100% moddable. All the tools I am using to make the game are built into the game itself in the game editor, which you can find on the menu. It looks like this. Here you can change all the main information about the game. You can create new biomes, new terrains, new worlds, new resources, structures, units. It's all there. It's all changeable in the game. You'll be able to package a mod, share it with other people. It's going to be fun. So that's a quick look at My Colony 2. If you're just listening to the podcast, you can head to the YouTube channel and see the video so you can see everything I did there. And again, beta in April, release to all platforms, hopefully by the summer. I don't know. It's going to be a big game. It's going to take a while. Another sequel that I'm currently working on right now is called My Business Empire 2. Now, a lot of you might have played the original My Business Empire, or some of the other games that were based off that engine, including Colonial Tycoon, Roman Tycoon, and My Criminal Empire. So My Business Empire is an entirely new engine. It's a total upgrade to the game in every single way, and it's going to be pretty in-depth and pretty fun, and I think people are going to like it. I'm just going to show you what I have so far. This game will probably be released in the spring sometime to all platforms. And I really think people are going to like it. It's going to be a great business simulation game. Most of the games like this you're going to find on the App Store are full of diamonds and in-app purchases and crap like that. Nothing like that in My Business Empire 2. There will be a one-time upgrade for premium that'll unlock everything if you want it, but it'll be optional. Let's take a look at what the game looks like so far. And if you played My Business Empire 1, you're immediately going to see how much different it has changed. First of all, this game uses my tokens for your character. The CEO of your company is a token. Mine's right there. I'll call my company Corporate Industries. There's also custom maps, so you can totally customize your game by creating new maps. You might be saying, if you played the first one, maps, what's going on? Let's start a game and see. My Business Empire 2 is graphical. It is 2D. You have a world map. You can scroll around and you build your businesses on these map tiles. And certain businesses can be built in certain areas. Right now, since this is in development, I start myself with $1,000 billion, $1 trillion. You're not going to have that much money at the beginning of the real game. But you can see research. Just to show you guys what's going on, I'm just going to unlock all the permits real quick. And then click on the new business button down here. Of course, My Business Empire 1 starts with a lemonade stand, so the second one has to also. You build a lemonade stand, you hit confirm. As with the first My Business Empire, you can add managers, you can upgrade the business, you can click on it to see stats of the building. Obviously, you can sell your business. Unlike the first My Business Empire, but similar to some of the spin-offs, such as Roman Tycoon, there is storage in this game. Like, I can build a shipping container to get more storage, and my colony users might notice this is a galactic freight shipping container. And some buildings, like so far the farm, will produce different resources, such as grain and beef that gets added to your storage. Certain businesses will use those resources as input. So unlike the first game where it's all money based, there's actually resources to manage in My Business Empire 2. Anyway, the different businesses you can build and place, they all have different stats, they all do different things. There'll be a lot to manage, but there's another facet in My Business Empire 2 that was missing from the original, and that is government. There's a government in the game that is controlled by different political parties. You're actually going to be able to, much like in the real business world, purchase politicians, bribe them, hire lobbyists to form the laws in the way that you like. The policies in the game, the minimum wage, the different tax rate, are all going to be based on which government entities are in control. If the non-business friendly party is in power, taxes are going to go up. You can use your money and influence to buy politicians and make taxes go the other way. So that's a whole nother aspect to this game that was not in the original. That's going to make it more fun. Plus, it is on a 2D map. There's going to be a lot more to do in this game. You can also create your own maps, share your maps with others. It's a huge upgrade over the original My Business Empire. I don't know if I'll convert the other tycoon type games I made to this new engine. I might. But this is what it's looking like so far. I think people are going to like My Business Empire 2, and it should be coming to all platforms sometime this spring. And as you can see, I just unlocked a resource here. So look forward to this game. The last thing I wanted to discuss are changes that are coming to My Tokens. A lot of you probably know My Tokens is kind of like the Ape Apps version of a Nintendo Mii or a Xbox Avatar type deal. And you create your little token people. You can make as many as you want in the My Tokens app, and they're saved to your account, and they can show up in different games that you play, such as Epic Adventure, the business one I just showed a little bit ago. I think they show up in My Starship, My Empire, Death 3D, just all sorts of different games. I'm going to be updating the game. This is in beta already. Some people have tested it out. I'm adding a new 3D class of My Token that'll be able to be used in some of the 3D games I'm coming out with. So that'll be neat. There's still some bugs in it, but that's coming soon. And there's also a couple of new My Tokens related games that I'm working on. One is called, I don't know what it's going to be called finally. I'm in development. I'm calling it Token Game Show, which is kind of like a Jeopardy hybrid type game that is played with token characters. And another one I'm working on is called Token Kart, which is like a Mario Kart type of deal using these token guys. So both of those should be pretty fun. And at least the kart one is using the new 3D tokens. Also with the 3D ones, I noticed on my picture I got sun all over me. Anyway, on the 3D ones, I'm making a game. I don't know if you guys have played a game I made called Gone Rogue. I'm kind of making a new engine, a 3D-ized version of that Gone Rogue engine that not only allows you to go up and down in level, but also left and right. not so further off, but there's going to be some RPGs coming using that engine that also uses my token characters. So anyway, yes. I just got this sunlight right in the middle of me. Anyway, those are the things coming and related to my tokens. Probably some of it will be in the spring, some will be later on in the year. That's cool stuff to look out for. If you already have made a token character in the past, they're automatically going to get the new 3D kind without you having to do anything. So that's neat. So look forward to that in the coming weeks. So that was just kind of a look at some of the projects I'm working on right now. There's always other stuff, but I kind of tend to focus in these episodes on the games because I think people who are going to listen to the podcast are probably more interested in the gaming type things. I also have business applications that I work on, but those aren't as fun to make a video about, so I'll spare you. But yeah, now you kind of know what I'm working on at the moment, what to look forward to for the next few months with Ape Apps. So, as always, thank you for watching or listening. Thank you for being a follower of Ape Apps and for supporting me and using my products. And, you know, all this stuff is not just for me because I like playing these games, but they're for you guys too. So if you have suggestions on stuff you'd like to see me make or work on, or my old things that I can improve, just let me know. And again, thanks for hanging out with me.